If you're looking for a roundup of news from the Papanui area in the last week, great news, you're in the right place. Keep watching. Kia ora, I'm Simon from Think Papanui. Now, first of all, for last week, there was a late entry for Top Post of the Week, which was the news that broke on Thursday, Friday, that the partially constructed overpass at Q2 Drive for the CNC project is going to need to be deconstructed, repiled and built again from the ground up. That's due to the ground conditions. It looks like there's been some lateral movement in that bridge, the walls have moved. And what's really interesting about that is just a couple of weeks ago we had our local community boards asking council to consider delaying the opening of the northern corridor south of Q2 Drive. Could it be that Mother Nature is just achieving that goal on the council's behalf? Now, news this week, the council is consulting on an area speed management plan that's for roads just east of Papanui Ward, that's Marshland, Spencerville, Kayanga area. That proposal's open for feedback until the 2nd of July. The news broke last weekend that a new Catholic church is proposed to be built at the St Joseph site, that's the corner of Main North Road and Vagues Road. There's a consultation out for feedback for the next few months with a decision due within the next year or so. The Norwest News carried an article this week on Papanui Ward candidates in the upcoming local body elections, and yes, I am one of those candidates. I'm standing and I'll be asking for your vote, but I'll be doing that in my own channels online, and I'll be keeping Think Papanui apolitical, independent, and looking at all candidates and just encouraging community engagement with the local body elections. I posted a summary of the agenda for the 14 June meeting of the Waipapa Papanui-Innes Community Board. That meeting has now been held. I'll be posting about the outcomes from that meeting shortly. On Tuesday the 11th of June, the Redwood Business and Residents Group had another meeting. That was just at the Christchurch Function Centre in Redwood. Redwood is a suburb that's part of the Papanui Ward, and it's squarely in the interest area of Think Papanui. So anything that is happening in the Redwood area around community engagement, council, and all those sort of areas, I'm keen to hear about it and keen to share about it. I shared a photo taken in St James Park after some recent heavy rain. There's been some calls for either repairs or an upgrade to the pathways through that park. Most of them are gravel at the moment, and some of them do get pretty muddy in poor weather. More on that from the community board in due course, I believe. What else has happened this week? The back half of the week really was very busy with news around the council meeting that was held on Thursday the 13th of June. One of the items on the agenda for that meeting was the downstream effects management plan. Used to be called a mitigation plan, now we seem to be managing rather than mitigating traffic moving through St Albans. So I did post a link to the agenda for that meeting, a link where to find the live stream for the meeting, also a link with some information about a pre-meeting peaceful rebellion against the DEMP protest that was going to be held. I shot a Facebook live video of the protest ahead of that meeting on the morning of the 13th of June, you'll find that online. I took a few photos around there as well. There was some quite strong media interest in what was happening there. And then I posted some news about the council's decision and what came out of that. And there's a bit of detail in that in brief. The council has not endorsed the downstream effects management plan. They have asked staff to proceed with the first stages of the works to help make life as easy as it's possible to be made, perhaps for residents that are going to be impacted by increased traffic. And they've also asked council staff to go back and look a bit harder at some additional measures that are referred to in a bundle as travel demand management. In general, they're about trying to reduce the number of single passenger vehicle trips making their way towards the city or to and from the city and the end of the Northern Corridor motorway. I attended the protest, the start of that council meeting. I had to shoot away because of work commitments, but I was able to catch some more of it on the live stream, and then I've been able to watch it subsequently through the video archive. Everything I've just spoken about, and one more item which is just coming up, I will put a link underneath this video on YouTube, so you'll be able to find more details about all these stories. Final post of the week, just on Friday night, there was some video footage shared with Think Papanui that I shared online of quite a significant house fire on Main North Road just at the corner of Cranford Street. So I know a lot of people have responded to that and commented on that. Do keep an eye out because it looks like there might be some people in need of support following that event. However, the good news is I hear one person was treated for smoke inhalation, otherwise everybody seems to be okay. Thanks for connecting with Think Papanui. If you're watching this on YouTube, please do subscribe. I'm going to be putting more Think Papanui content on YouTube, so your subscription is appreciated, as is your feedback, which you can give me in the comments below, or you can contact me in many other ways. Please do get in touch, let me know what you think of this, what you'd like Think Papanui to cover in the future. Kia ora.